A blessed day to you all, my sports to the bone people. Thank you all for tuning in. Well, our T20 World Cup campaign is over, but guess what? Our love and support for West Indies cricket remains. Yes, it will always be here and it will always be strong. I mean, our love for cricket in general. And as a result of that, we're going to take a look at the four teams that will be involved in the semifinals. We have semifinal 1 and semifinal 2. So I'm going to zoom in on that. Also, going to be taking a look at the West Indies academy players. They are currently going up against the emerging Ireland team in their second 4-day game. So we're going to give you a quick look at how they are doing so far. And I also want to take a look at our next duty, the next outing for the West Indies team. I think it's our test series against England. So I'm just going to give you a quick reminder of the dates. And, in the near future, I will take a look again at the test squad and we can start having our talks again about some test cricket. So give a listening ear until the end. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. And remember, if you have not yet subscribed and this type of work is something that you like, you can support by subscribing. All right, so let us start off with the West Indies academy players. So the West Indies academy players, or the West Indies academy team, they are currently taking on the emerging Ireland team in the second 4-day game. Now, the first game, it went by and we didn't even really pay attention because of the World Cup, but we lost that first 4-day game. Right? Now, in the second game, at the time of me recording this, the West Indies Academy, they were bowled out for 200. Yes, 200. And that was within 56 overs. So they took 56 overs to bowl us out. And at the time of me recording this, the emerging Ireland team, they were on 18 without lost. And that's from 7 overs. Now, they are still trailing by 182 runs and they have 10 wickets in hand. So this is actually the second game, as I said, the second 4-day game. I think this is at the end of day 2 based on what I am seeing here. So let me just double check. Yeah, man, this is actually at the end of day 1. Yes, based on what I'm seeing on the West Indies website here. At the end of day 1, 200 all out and Ireland, emerging Ireland, 18 without lost. So let me go through the scorecard for the West Indies Academy. Now, batting for us, we had the captain. The captain did pretty well, Teddy Bishop. Teddy Bishop is the man leading that team. And he made 69 from 110 balls. Yes, and he had 11 fours in that knock. That's a strike rate of 63. He was supported by opener Akeem Ogis, who made 26, and Joel Andrew, batting at number 3. He made 27 from 36. Further down, we have the white ball captain, Naeem Young. He made 29 from 82. So a very patient knock there from Naeem Young. Raymond Simmons got 14. Couple of other guys got starts, but they were unable to get into double figures. So 200 all out. And bowling for the Ireland, emerging Ireland team, Matthew Foster. He picked up the fast bowler, Matthew Foster. He picked up 1 wicket for 60 runs from his 10 overs. Now, the pick of the bowlers, we saw Matthew Humphries getting 5 for 57 from 15 overs, and he was supported by Curtis, who got 3 for 12 from his allotted 4 overs. So the emerging Ireland team, they are still trailing by 182, but they have all 10 wickets in hand. In terms of the bowling so far for us, we have Lane, he has 3 overs. Raymond Simmons 3, and Kelvin Pittman 1 over under his belt so far. So not a very big score made by the West Indies Academy. So they will definitely need to bowl well and try to see if they can get these guys out as quickly as possible. But, you know, we definitely need to try and do something in this game. I mean, the white ball format, the 50 over games that they played, we were swept in those games. So we definitely don't want to get sweep in this, you know. we don't want them sweep us in this one. We definitely don't want to be swept in this one. So that is basically how it's going in that game. And as I said, this information here that I'm giving you, taking it from the West Indies official page, and this is at the end of day 1. Now let us quickly move on. Seeing that we are dealing with the red ball format, we can talk a little bit about West Indies next assignment, the international team, that is the senior team. The next assignment will be to travel to England, and we will be taking on the English guys there in 3 games, right? 3 test matches. So you know, from the first game we'll have from the 10th of starting on the 10th of July at 6 a.m. and we will see England taking on West Indies at Lords. So that's going to be starting on the 10th of June. The second game will go from the 18th of, well, did I say the 10th of June? I am obviously wrong. The 10th of July, my bad. The second game will be from the 18th of July, and that will be at Trent Bridge. And the third and final game will start on the 26th of July, and that one will be at Edgbaston. So, you know, definitely looking forward to seeing our test players in action again. I'm not sure what the fitness is like. I don't know what they are doing right now. You know, probably a lot of them playing T10 and T5 and T2 and T1, because that is what sells around the Caribbean whenever you know, the 4-day championship is not up and running. All funds and joke aside, I assume that most of these guys that are available, they would be in a training camp, and you know, they are doing their thing. I think CWI had announced that prior to us going there, they're gonna have a little training camp, and then when they arrived in England, they will, you know, have a couple of sessions, and then there will be a warm-up game before the first test. So that is it for that aspect of the video. And just before we finished, I know a lot of people, they have shift, you know, their focus is no longer on the T20 World Cup because we are no longer there. But it's cricket just the same, man, you know, entertaining. I mean, it's tough to watch it without your team, but it's still there. So semi-final 1 will be played. We will have semi-final 1, and that's going to be between South Africa and Afghanistan, and that one is at 8:30 p.m. You know, funny enough, prior to the tournament, I listed Afghanistan as my dark horse. I think I had Australia, West Indies, India, and South Africa, if I'm not mistaken, for the final 4. And I had said that Afghanistan would be my dark horse to make a deep run in the tournament or to even win it, right? It's going to be interesting to see what happens when they go up against South Africa. And semi-final 2 will be on the 27th of July, and that one will start at 10:30 a.m. where India will take on England. You know, they make sure that this at prime time. Think they're busy, but anyway, that is basically it, my viewers and subscribers, for this one. Hope you all had a good little time listening to this, and I'll be in the comment section to reply to all the comments that I can. Big up on yourself. Thanks for the support. Bless.